Alrighty, here we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Yo, Two Bros, One Show, Episode 1.
Welcome to the first episode of our podcast.
We're just gonna wing it and hopefully you guys dig it. We'll get better as we go, but Episode 1.
Right, so we should introduce ourselves. Me first?
Go for it.
Me first? Okay. So,
Okay.
Name's Ryan, part of Two Bros, One Show, starting now. From Colorado. I mean, we're from Colorado, so, it's a good place.
970 represent.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm Reid. Second half of Two Bros, One Show. I'm not originally from Colorado. I've kind of lived everywhere, but I'm living here now, have for the last, 15 years maybe. It's not longer.
Really been that long?
Maybe. I'd have to sit down and do the math, but it's been quite a while. And yeah, Colorado rocks. And we're Two Bros, One Show.
Alright, dude.
This is just going to be a random podcast. We don't really have a format. There might be reoccurring segments we do, like food reviews or music, movies, tech, whatever. But, no real structured, hardcore format.
No, not at all. And we're going to talk about, like you said, whatever, almost whatever.
Whatever our interests are at the time.
But, in future episodes, if you have any ideas about stuff you want us to
contact
talk
us on our socials and tell us what's up.
Contact us, email us. It'll all probably be somewhere on the screen or after.
Or in the descriptions.
Description. Or you can comment down below if you're watching the video.
Yeah, if you're watching on the YouTubes.
Because this is probably going to be on different services as well.
Hopefully. At first, YouTube for sure, because that's the easiest place to just throw a video up. We'll try and extract the audio and throw it up on... I'd like to do iTunes and get it on Spotify and pretty much everywhere. Because I know all the podcasts I listen to are pretty much everywhere. It can't be that hard.
So.
But yeah. We're Two Bros, One Show, a random podcast by two random dudes who just like hanging out and talking about stuff.
Right, yeah, man. So, let's start. What should we talk about first? This is a very new thing for us.
Yeah, I haven't done a podcast in forever. I did one way back in the day when I was in college. This was like 2005, 2006-ish. So podcasting was a thing. They had added it to iTunes and you could listen to them on your iPod, but it wasn't like a huge thing. I did have it uploaded on iTunes, so like the iTunes store had podcasts available, whereas before they didn't. But yeah, I did one back in the day. It was also very random. It was about campus life, but you've never done one.
No, I've never. I've done a bunch of other stuff.
You've vlogged and done other...
Yeah, done other forms. So I do photography and stuff.
Media,
a lot of media stuff. But sorry about the audio quality. I forgot to put a mic on the camera, and when budget gets better, we're gonna have some better mics in front of us.
Yeah, just so the audio portion of it's better. Video is just kind of like, why not? Because we've got a good camera. Might as well video it. I think audio is going to be a big focus just because...
It's a podcast. It's got to be.
Podcasting started that way. That's where I, started with it. Just listening to stuff. It's kind of cool to be either driving in your car or like at work if you have the sort of job where you can do that. Listen to stuff. Or just at home and,
Yeah, or, starting your morning. You need something to listen to.
Yeah.
Hey, you can listen to us. Getting off of work or school. Need something to listen to? Hey, you can listen to us.
Yeah, you have to be in the right place to like watch a video. But if we do like reviews and stuff, it might be worth checking out one or two of the video formats, just because why not?
Okay, so let's talk about some stuff besides us and what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah. So we're recording on a new camera Ryan just bought. Tell them about it.
I just thought it was a cool camera. It's a Sony A6400. I know a lot of camera people out there have their hits and miss about it, but I liked it. I picked it up for what I wanted to do with it. I know for you camera people, this doesn't have IBIS or anything, but hey, this is being filmed on a tripod, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, we've got a stable setup. You had a different camera that you sold to me, the Nikon D5500?
5300.
5300, okay.
D53. I just wanted something a little more compact and smaller.
Yeah, I had a nice SLR back in the day. It kind of got worn out and I didn't use it very much. So I thought it'd be cool to get back into it, do a little more photography, a little higher quality photography.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the Wi-Fi, so I can send it to my phone super quick. No real. If I take a good photo, I feel like I don't necessarily have to sit down and edit it. Just send it right to the phone and then get those crisper Instagram photos.
Mm-hmm. And your old lens worked on it, right?
It kind of works. Like, I noticed the autofocus isn't quite as good. I can manual focus with it, but not auto focus.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to, maybe on my Instagram I'll throw up some pics of all my lenses and somebody out there might have an idea of what's going on, or maybe I'll just have to upgrade my whole setup. I didn't even know they were gonna, fit and connect, so.
Well, I was surprised.
A win's a win, so.
Yeah, so, hey, I mean, as long as it works,
But yeah, new camera, so hopefully the quality's nice and sharp. The audio is decent enough. We'll get other mics, but I don't know if they'll necessarily be hooked up to the camera. They might just be for a separate setup that records audio. We'll play with it because this is all new to us. We just thought it'd be cool to get together, hang out, and talk about stuff, and then hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's all in the name of fun, honestly. So.
Yeah, whatever happens with it, happens with it. Please make us big. We want to succeed, but if you just totally hate it, then comment below.
I mean, we won't cry.
I mean, it is what it is. But hopefully this is cool. What else tech-wise can we talk about?
I mean,
you have a Android phone, I have an iPhone. They're both not the newest and greatest. I like staying up with all the latest and greatest stuff, like all the rumors on the new Pixels and stuff like that. I saw a render somebody did of the new, whatever the next Pixel 4, I guess, and it had the hole punch, kind of like the new Samsung.
They're doing the hole punch.
That's kind of like the way to go. It's to get the most screen. I guess the OnePlus 7 is supposed to have a pop-up camera.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear about that?
Something like that. What was it?
There was some Chinese, like Xiaomi or something like that, had a pop-up camera.
It's like a
or Poco phone or
Oppo.
Oppo, yeah.
Oppo. It had that motorized. It had that motorized camera that would just come up like this.
I think it's cool looking, but that's just more just gonna like wear and tear.
Yeah, definitely.
As it pops up all the time if you take a lot of selfies and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if it does happen and you break down, I mean, even now it's still new technology, and I'm sure a bunch of other tech people online have talked about it, where it's the use is definitely, like you said, it's going to wear and tear, and the replacement on that thing.
And dust is going to get in there and stuff. I just don't like too many moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, I'd want I wear headphones 90% of the time. I have some wireless ones. They're like cheap ones off of Amazon, but they work. I have some nice Sonys too with the neck band and all that. I'd be fine with no speaker grill, no ports at all, wireless charging, keep it all closed, and then no dust, and the phone would last longer.
That's true too.
They have that thing now where you can do like inductive, like it rests on your jawbone.
Oh yeah,
you can get the sound through that.
The inductive bone headphones. I've seen those before.
Yeah, I think Kyocera did it several years ago, but then like there's a couple of companies now doing it. It seems pretty cool because then again, no speaker grill, no dust.
Maybe that's something we should do. We should pick up one of those and try it out sometime.
Yeah, once we get money for it. I mean.
Yeah, I really want to see how that induction works, because I mean I've seen videos, but it's just like.
Yeah, from reviews I've seen with all like the tech YouTubers, it seems like it works pretty well. But you don't really know till you try it yourself. Yeah. Everybody's body's a little different. I don't know if like the size of your jawbone or like whatever affects it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue.
I don't know, but I think that's an interesting concept too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're doing stuff and you need to also be able to listen to your outside surroundings without. I mean, I know like these new wireless headphones have that ambient sound where you can hear through it.
Yeah.
And whatnot, but sometimes it's not as good as your own ears.
Yeah.
And induction is not supposed to damage your eardrums.
Theoretically, yeah.
Theoretically. Who knows?
But yeah, what phone are you rocking? I know we said it was an
Samsung
Android.
S9. The new S10 is out. Hole punch camera, but
it didn't seem quite worth upgrading yet.
No, I'm not a yearly upgrade guy. I'm not that guy.
I say if it's not broke, don't fix it. As long as I get software updates, that's my big thing. Because I care about the software. Because I'm not like a super hardcore like gamer or something where like I really stress the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to like whatever in the background render video on it,
Right.
because that's ridiculous. I mean, some people just want the best of the best, and they run like 15 apps at the same time because they do business work or something.
And
But now, I've got a iPhone 7. I recently got it off of Swappa. I'm sure you guys have heard of Swappa. You can buy and sell used phones, wearables like the Apple Watch or whatever Android thing, tablets. But I had a OnePlus 3 for the longest time, another Android phone. I've had Android phones pretty much since I got a smartphone. I did have a BlackBerry back in the day, but
BlackBerry, classic.
the keyboard was cool. But I was an Android guy, and I just figured I've been a hardcore Android user for so long, I wanted to see what the iPhone was all about. I will say it connects better with my car and a lot of like other accessories. Part of that might have been because I had my Android phone rooted and kind of hacked, and I don't know if like the way they had to implement certain things affected it. I'm not that into it to where I really know the developments out of it, but I do know that this seems to work better with accessories. In my car, for some reason, and I've read stuff online about it, you can only get like half an amp of power with Android Auto, but there's some requirement with Apple where they give you a full amp. So like if I go on a road trip with my old phone, it would like discharge more than it could keep up with. But it totally charges with this, so that's cool. And better camera, at least compared to my last phone. And I like it. We'll see where it goes. I may switch back at some point, but
I don't have that kind of fancy tech. My car doesn't have Android Auto, nor
you could get like a
Apple.
a different head unit.
Yeah, but with my car, it's too much of a pain to try and install something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Next car.
Next car. You know, one day. Probably never.
Got Bluetooth?
No.
Got aux?
No.
Oh dang. Got a cassette deck?
No.
How do you listen to music? FM transmitter?
Yeah. But I do have a 6 CD changer in there though.
Yeah, some of those FM transmitters are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends which one you get. I've had hit or miss with them, but
yeah, it's definitely.
You gotta find the right station, and that's hard if you commute. Like we live in northern Colorado, so we're like an hour from Denver, and we commute back and forth quite a bit. So there's a lot of different stations that come and go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to find a perfect one. If you stay in like one spot, you can usually pick your station. You're cool, but
surprisingly, the one I use when I hit from North Colorado down to Denver, surprisingly doesn't have any radio stations overlapping it, so I'm playing music just fine on it.
That's cool. Yeah, my wife's got one in her car and she likes it. It's pretty cool. You can either the one she has, I think it's Rovi or one of those brands.
I got that one too.
You can either aux into it, or you can do Bluetooth. She does Bluetooth, so she doesn't have to mess with the cord. But it's still got two USB chargers, and it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't have the aux port. Wait, does it have an aux portion on it?
It has an aux cord on the actual charger, and then you can supply your own aux cord if you want. And then it still goes through
Bluetooth?
the FM transmitter.
Oh, okay.
But just depends if you want a Bluetooth, like if you're using an old iPod or something.
Right, I haven't seen those that have the Bluetooth.
I don't think I'd use it personally, but my last car had an aftermarket stereo with an aux, and I went back and forth on whether I liked it or not, because...
You have an aftermarket in that Ford?
Yeah.
Oh.
I bought it at Best Buy. I don't know if they're still that way, but go somewhere else. Like, buying it was okay, but like, the whole thing was like $500 at the time.
Right.
That seems like a lot. I'm sure a lot of it was just the install cost, and I feel like you could find somebody to install it for you, whether... A lot of people know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can find a different company that'll do it for you. Maybe Car Toys or whatever, but...
Yeah, maybe Car Toys.
Whatever, that car's gone. I got rid of that. Traded it for $300 and got a new car.
Worth it.
I mean, it wasn't worth a whole lot anyway. It was starting to overheat, or maybe it was just the sensors that were messed up thinking it was overheating, but whatever. I got a new car, it was time. I got hit in the parking lot at work and had a scrape on the side that I rode it around for like another 2 years, so it was time to upgrade. Anyways,
moving on from that.
Seen any good movies lately?
No, because I work so much that I haven't really been able to watch anything.
Yeah, I can't think of like the last movie I went to. I saw Spider-Verse twice. That was a really good movie.
I still have yet to see it.
You should check it out.
I've been hearing, I mean, I heard good things about Aquaman, Shazam.
I wanted to see Aquaman, but I didn't want to spend money on it, so I'll have to wait till it's like I get like Google Play credit or like a gift card or something. And
Yeah, and I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, but I'm sure a lot of people already know this. I'm excited for Endgame, for Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you are going to be excited for Avengers
It's cool.
Endgame.
Like, the Avengers are getting kind of old for me at this point. Like, it'll be fun and I'll go see it, but
Yeah, but that's why I'm excited
it's
for
pretty
Endgame.
predictable and stuff by
Yeah.
now.
That's why I'm excited for
Yeah,
Endgame.
it's a big blockbuster movie, so it'll be fun to go see. And, you know, I just like the movie experience. I have to go and I have to get popcorn, I have to get a soda, and I have to sit there and get pumped. I always get there early and watch all the previews.
And finish your popcorn before the movie starts during the previews.
It's hard to finish it. It depends what theater you go to.
Okay, well.
Because sometimes
maybe
they
it's
give you,
just
like, giant ones.
me. Yeah, maybe it's just me.
I like the Cinemark we have. You can get, like, a children's size, and it's, like, the perfect personal size.
Oh, really?
But that one where, the one at the mall, is one of those ones where you have to pre-order your tickets, because they give you assigned seating.
Mhm.
Everything costs more, and, like, their small is a medium everywhere else, so it's, like, really big. Which is
Okay.
great, because you're paying more anyway, but, like, I don't want that much.
Well, I mean, it
Feel
is
wasteful.
one of those fancier movie theaters. I mean,
I like it a lot, but it's, yeah.
I'm sure some of you have those fancy movie theaters, you know, where they sell booze there too. And
I feel
everything.
like I've heard like New York has a lot of those theaters where you have to pre-purchase your tickets, whether it's showing up to the theater earlier in the day and getting it or going online. But it costs more, and then if it's a really poppin' movie, sometimes you can't get seats together if you're going with somebody, which I don't really like.
That's true. That's true.
I like the free-for-all. And some of the smaller theaters around here feel more like intimate, like they're your local theater.
Mm-hmm. I get that feeling. Totally do.
But yeah, Avengers Endgame, I'm psyched for Detective Pikachu too.
Yeah.
I
I was surprised seeing that and learning that Ryan Reynolds is
It'll be funny.
the voice of Pikachu.
It's not like a super serious Pokemon movie, but it'll be fun to watch.
I mean, so far from the trailers, the Pokemon do have pretty good representation in there
Yeah.
from the original source. I'm not talking about the Detective Pikachu game versus the movie. I mean,
Just
this
like the
is
Pokemon
different.
universe as a whole.
But I'm just saying how they designed the character designs. I should say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Character designs of the Pokemon in the movies.
Yeah.
Give them that realistic look that fits, live action.
Definitely.
But sometimes these live actions just don't come out as good as you hope. But I mean, it looks like Detective Pikachu is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm not saying I'm hating it or anything. I'm actually really excited for it.
Yeah,
So,
we'll definitely go see it.
mhm.
Review it on here. We'll try and go on the earlier side so we can talk about it on here.
Mhm.
What else? Speaking of live action, what do you think of the new Aladdin?
It's interesting.
I think Will Smith has potential to be good.
So are they keeping him blue or are they
He's
changing
blue.
it?
I've seen stuff online because I follow him on socials.
So he's blue.
He's blue. Yeah.
Okay, he's okay.
He's a genie.
Okay.
Hopefully he harkens back to his Fresh Prince days and gets real zany and stuff because that's what we need because that's how Robin Williams was.
Mhm.
Hopefully he's not old guy Will Smith. It's kind of he's always funny and stuff, but he needs to be super zany to be the genie.
Mhm.
I like that they got what's the word, appropriate actors, people from the Middle Eastern people.
Right, yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
As opposed to the original Disney Aladdin, the animated one where they got the boyfriend on Full House. Some white guy to be Aladdin, that's not. I mean, I guess for an animated it doesn't really matter, but
But for live action, yes.
yeah, that's just a neat little touch.
Mhm.
That,
I mean,
it's
it's-
kind of obvious,
yeah.
but
Good representation of what they're supposed to be.
yeah.
Exactly. And I heard that are they still working on live action Mulan? I heard about it a while ago.
It's hard because like people will cobble together like their own versions of like trailers online, and I hear all sorts of stuff. Like I heard there was a live action like Lion King coming out too. I don't know whether that's like a for real thing or not.
I think that one. I think the live action Lion King is.
They did really good with Jungle Book when they did that live action, as far as like the animating the all the animals and stuff. So I think Lion King could work. Some of those like talking animal movies are kind of cheesy, but I'm thinking more back to like when I was a kid and like Air Bud. And like, not that Air Bud talked, but like movies around that time. I can't even remember all of them, but you know the cheesy, you know, early to mid '90s movies with talking animals.
Hey,
Babe.
Those are fun though.
They're fun.
They were
like
fun.
I loved Babe because I had a border collie at the time, but yeah, they were looking back, they're cheesy.
Speaking of which, Toy Story 4, I saw the trailer for too.
I haven't. Oh yeah, I did see it. I saw something at the last time I was at the movies. But I'm pumped for that. I'm a Pixar fan, you know.
Always,
I mean, I haven't had an iPhone that long, but I've had Apple computers forever, and I remember when Apple bought Pixar, and I've watched all the Toy Stories since then, and all the other Pixar movies, and they do a really good job.
They definitely do, and I mean, their attention to detail and a lot of stuff nowadays is pretty good.
I feel like everybody back in the day when Pixar was just getting started, everybody was copying them. So it's nice to see more of their movies.
Okay, so
what else?
What do you got there that you're hiding?
I went and got snacks because I thought it'd be cool to have a segment on here where we review food. Not trying to copy anybody else's podcast, but food reviews are always fun. If you look at my Instagram, it's like 90%. Well, as a whole, like I'm trying to be more diverse, but as a whole, it's like 90% food because I like to go out and eat and take pictures of it, show everybody what I'm eating, get the conversation flowing about different snacks and food and whatever.
Okay, so I don't know what is in here. What did you pick up?
You've got water, right?
I've been at work all day.
I went to World Market.
Wait, why are you asking me if I have water?
Because it might be spicy. It might not too, because you're like a veteran of like The Last Dab and all that.
Yeah, but
shout out to that show.
Hot Ones.
Hot Ones is like one of my faves.
I missed the Scorpion one. But
yeah, I like spicy things that have flavor. This may be totally trash, but it was on sale, so I was like, it's a sign that I have to try it, because getting a bunch of random stuff and just reviewing it seems cool. It's like, maybe you can find it at your local store, or you can see our reactions to weird things. I'd like to get stuff that's like accessible, like comparing like, I thought about getting regular Oreos, double stuff, and then mega stuff, and going through all those and reviewing them. Maybe next time, we'll see.
Alright, we'll see how hot this is, because I mean my spice tolerance is weird right now.
It's weird because they ship it and it's like super puffy.
What is this?
It's chili crisps, so I think they're from Europe somewhere. I want to say they're Spanish.
Madrid. Yeah, Bonn. So, I mean, if you want to take a look at that right there, I don't know if it's gonna focus on it because it's on my face.
Well, we'll see.
Come on, there we go.
Make it focus.
I don't know. We'll see.
It has a parental advisory label on the back.
It does?
Isn't that what that is? Spicy content.
I see what they did there.
But I thought I'd get something else to mellow it out afterwards.
Okay.
You might have had these before, but they are green tea Kit Kats.
Matcha Kit Kats.
They are. This product is not a product authorized by the United States trademark owner for the importation, and is physically and materially different from the authorized product. So it's not like an authorized Kit Kat product in the US, I guess. It's kind of like when Android Kit Kat came out. And like, I think it was like, all their like branding and stuff was modeled after the European Kit Kats that were done by a different company. Like I think Nestle versus like in the US, Kit Kat is Hershey.
Oh.
So.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Because this says Nestle on it too. You can't see it because there's this sticker I just read on there.
Oh, Japan.
But yeah.
It's also Nestle. Well, I mean, that's a class right there.
That'll
Got a lot of
mile
good
out.
stuff.
Might help after we have some of the spicy chips.
For some people that don't know.
You can look it up. Green tea Kit Kats are pretty popular.
Yeah.
I've seen
Cover
people.
my face.
I wanted to try them ever since a long time ago. I saw something on Instagram, and Questlove from the Roots was in Japan and bought a whole bunch.
Okay, well,
Bam.
I mean, let's get started on this. I'll let you do the opening, man.
See if I can open it or if I have to get my knife out. I'm a knife guy, by the way. You'll probably
He's
see
a knife guy.
some of my knives in the...
He's got a lot of knives.
Not a ton, because like I don't have tons of money, but I like some of the better companies, like Benchmade, Spyderco, all that. We can discuss that later if anybody's interested.
Ooh! Look at that. Is that your Benchmade?
It's my Benchmade. One of my Benchmades, but yeah.
I have little knowledge of it, though. A little bit of knowledge of knives. I'm not as knowledgeable, but I've got
I kind of want to open this to where I guess I got some bag so I can reseal it.
Alright, dude. Smells like barbecue chips.
It might not be that spicy. Everybody's idea of spice is different.
Yeah.
So,
Smells
cheers.
like, it definitely smells like barbecue chips, like if you smell it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Huh.
Not spicy at all.
No.
It's good, but it's not spicy.
What does it remind me of?
It's got a smoky taste to it.
Reminds me of some dish.
It definitely tastes like
These are pretty
barbecue.
good, though.
For like $1.99, like clearance, some random brand I never heard of. It's pretty good.
I can't put my tongue on it.
Yeah, it definitely tastes more like...
What does it taste like?
It's similar to like the Lay's ones, but a little different, like the barbecue ones. But smokier. It's definitely not spicy at all. It says chili on there, and I didn't know what kind of chili pepper they were talking about. There's so many different varieties out there.
I cannot figure out what it tastes like. I don't know, it's good. It's got 2 punches
Whatever that means.
of spice, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it gets a little spicier with the aftertaste, but even still, it's not like... Not as spicy as they lead you to believe in the packaging. And with the parental advisory. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to do some food reviews. Maybe we'll get actual like plates of food at some point. Whatever you guys want to see, comment below and
It like
tell us.
spice is just like, I don't know, for me at least, it like sits on the back of my tongue.
Yeah. We're both pretty spicy people as far as our food tastes. So
But it's like,
our palates are probably a lot different than some people. Like I said, everybody's idea of spice is different, so...
yeah, I could eat a whole bag.
Well,
But I
try
could.
at it.
No, I'm definitely not.
And go for a run afterwards and burn it all off.
Oh.
They're pretty good for some random thing.
Oh, you said, yeah.
World Market.
Wrong.
Look up World Market. They got dope shit.
They're light.
Didn't mean to curse. If you even heard me, but we'll keep it to a minimum. We got some dope stuff at World Market though.
It's like, it's not a strong flavor, but it's addicting.
Yeah.
I think it's the spice making me eat more.
Yeah, it's just got a little bit of a certain taste. Chips in general are hard to put down. There's something to crunch on.
Okay, let's move on from that.
What sort of food would you like to review on the show?
Whatever, I'm not
I think
gonna
snacks are really easy to do because you can pick up stuff for not a whole lot of money and then just review them. I don't know if you want to compare like local food spots or chains or just if you just want to see snacks, let us know.
We'll just Postmate something during the show.
Get the Grubhub driver in the show.
Little green matcha what am I saying? Matcha Kit Kats.
Yeah. I've been wanting to try these, like I said, so.
You ever had these?
I haven't now.
Well,
I mean, I like Kit
I
Kats.
had matcha stuff before.
Oh, totally. I used to be obsessed with tea, and you can still get some of my blends on Adagio Tea's website. That was when I had like I worked at a bank upstairs, so I had like a cubicle and like an office job, and everything was a lot slower. So like I could take a break and go make a pot of tea and then bring it back. Versus now, I'm like energy drinks and like on the go because I work retail.
You can doodle on the package. It's neat. Oh, little doodle spot on the package. But no, it's like just you take matcha, you get a little creamier and sweeter.
Yeah.
And then you get the Kit
I've
Kat
made
break.
like matcha lattes and stuff.
Yeah, it's
you
kind
know,
of like that.
You cook it up on the stove with some milk and stuff. It's pretty cool.
It's so good.
They're good.
So good.
I like wafers and crispy things like that. They're light and easy to eat too many of.
Mm-hmm. I like this. Excuse me. Don't get me wrong, I love my original chocolate Kit Kats.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like a super sugar eater, you know.
You're trying to be more healthy. You work out all the time.
Yeah.
That's like your thing, so.
But I just love the lighter sweetness of this.
Yeah.
Just
It's true, they are.
because when I eat normal Kit Kats, it's a little too sweet for me.
It's true.
This fire. This is fire.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I better stop eating.
Take some home with you.
Nah. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I can't eat them all.
Mm.
But yeah.
Oh, these are dope.
Green tea Kit Kats and the chili chips.
Do they have any other flavors at Walmart?
I didn't see any. I was hoping to just find like one Kit Kat bar, but I've never been able to find just one bar. Maybe if I went to Rocket Fizz, that's a chain, so maybe you guys have heard of it, but maybe it's just a Colorado chain, but it's in our like downtown area.
I gotta chill because I'm gonna eat dinner after this.
Oh yeah. I might go
Mm.
get something somewhere where I can sit a lure because I still play Pokemon Go.
It's official, guys. Snack time on any of these segments. Favorite time for this podcast.
Yeah? Snacks on deck.
Mm-hmm. Snacks on deck.
So it's your turn next time to bring something.
I'll have to figure out what to bring.
I mean, I'll have a backup just in case you can't think of anything, but and then we'll save it for the one after. We'll cue it up.
Okay. I'll have to think.
Yeah, places like...
I actually do have something at home.
Yeah. It can be spicy, savory, whatever flavor you want.
It'll be both spicy and savory.
Yeah.
Sorry for speaking with my mouth full. It's rude.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on from this. I gotta stop eating because I'm gonna eat the whole table if
Yeah.
I keep doing that. So, oh man.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Like I was saying. Snack time. Really dope.
Mm-hmm.
But we're both probably going to eat after this because it's almost dinner time here. It's 5 o'clock. I'll probably go somewhere, like I said, and eat a burrito and sit a lure for Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm. I'm meeting up some friends after this. That's why some other people to hang out. Hold on, that's okay. Some other people to hang out with, but man. Also, like as you can tell, I don't know if you've noticed yet. We're nerdy people.
Definitely. Like, if you can see my shirt, it's got like every Simpsons character ever on it. I bought this at Comic-Con, Denver Comic-Con, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I thought it was cool. I'm not like... Some people are like obsessed with The Simpsons, so I don't try and have that like encyclopedia knowledge of it, but I do enjoy the show and think it's funny. And I think it's interesting that they've created so many characters in their like world. So, I thought it was a cool shirt. Colorful and...
I mean, yeah, I love The Simpsons. I grew up watching it, so...
Yeah, me too. It's been around for so long.
But yeah, I mean, we got video games. You can see, like, I don't know if you can see a Switch controller right there.
With the decal.
Some Spider-Man stuff right there, Pokemon.
I love my Ninja Turtles. I got the comics. The new series, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is pretty good. It's a little more... It's geared towards younger kids. It's a little more childish compared to the last 2012 series that had more of a storyline and everything. But it's still really fun. Each character is a little more... The last 2 series, really, the characters have been more individualized. Like, they're different turtles and different sizes and stuff. The ones I grew up with in the 80s and 90s were very similar. Like, other than the colors, they were pretty much interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personality-wise, they were different, but as far as like the art style. So the art style is really cool, and they have a comic for it, so check that out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where your local comic book shop is, so don't comment. The wife had somebody comment on her Instagram when she took a picture of it, like, where in Ohio can I get these? It's like, how the heck am I supposed to know? Google comic book shop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. Like, so maybe we'll talk about some nerdy things.
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Did you ever watch DuckTales back in the day?
I didn't because, you know...
A little before your time? It was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, but I also grew up with math textbooks, so I was
yeah.
really restricted as a child.
Very stereotypical.
Very
Asian,
stereotypical.
Asian upbringing.
Very stereotypical.
That's sad. But the new DuckTales series is really cool too. You should check that out.
I had to sneak on Toonami on Saturday nights just to watch Gundam as a kid and Dragon Ball without my parents knowing.
But you're super into like all that now, anime. And
oh yeah, I love anime. I love anime.
I'll have to get my wife on here because she loves anime a ton too, and she could talk about it for forever. Mm-hmm. So,
I love anime. Though I've been slacking on my anime. I haven't been really keeping up with the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Just because I've been busy.
Life gets in the way.
We're adults.
We're adults and we work. And we work to afford stuff like this camera we're recording on, snacks, and whatever.
I mean, if I had unlimited money and just sat there watching anime, fine by me.
Yeah.
Fine by me. But I gotta work. You gotta work.
Yeah.
We all gotta work.
Yeah, I'd like to make this a full-time gig, so... If we ever get a Patreon, give us money, but then we can sit around and watch anime and review it.
but I mean, yeah, definitely like anime.
Yeah, I don't know how much you can
games.
see, but there's tons of nerdy stuff. I've got Funko Pops everywhere and Legos and yeah.
And video games too. I like video games. I haven't played in them.
Yeah, I'm not
months, but...
big gamer. I want to be, but like I can't afford all the new consoles just because I have to balance it with buying other stuff. And adult stuff too, but like...
Because we're adults.
Yeah. I mean, I have a Switch, you can't see it, but you saw the controller and I've got games. And
I mean, that's
I had a PlayStation 3, I sold it. I never got the 4, I never got an Xbox, but... I think if I prioritized, I could probably get that stuff. It's just not top of the line for me. I like other stuff, phones and...
Right. I mean,
stuff, but...
Yeah, exactly. The same with me. I mean, I haven't touched my video games in a couple of months.
They eat up so much time because you have to like be invested in the game.
Yeah.
You always hear about people getting the latest whatever and then sitting there all weekend and like, that's cool, but like I like to...
I need to get some work done.
I'm more well-rounded, I guess. I like to do a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
I can't devote like hours and hours to playing a video game.
Yeah. I mean...
I would burn out too quick.
Those were the good days, but...
That's why I like the Switch too, because it's a lot of like lighter games, I guess you could say.
Right.
That you can dive into and then like jump back out of pretty easily. You don't, other than like some of the Zeldas in that universe.
Right.
But,
yeah, because a lot of games on Nintendo, they're not really super story heavy nowadays.
yeah.
But like on none of the consoles, you just got these long story games, and
Which is totally cool. I can appreciate the time it took to make it and people to get into it.
And I mean, it makes you. I mean, kind of like a movie. You get into it.
You get super invested in the characters and stuff. That's why there's all this, you know.
It's like reading a book visually. It's like being part of a book in a movie.
It's hard to
You get what I'm saying, you know.
Because you probably game too.
For the gamers out there, so definitely a good pastime. Just isn't something we do as much anymore.
I do like, not a ton of it, but I do like mobile gaming and stuff. Like I still play, like I said earlier, Pokemon Go.
That's a kind of an every now.
It's just something to do, and I like it almost more now that not everybody and their mother's playing it.
Yeah, that's true.
When it first came out, and I worked where I sold cell phones, there were like tons of people buying new phones just so they could play the game, which is a little ridiculous. I mean, to be fair, they probably needed an upgrade anyway, if their phone couldn't handle it. But it's kind of nice that it's not like... It was cool because it got everybody out of the house, the like gamer generation. It encouraged them to get out, and even if they were staring at their phones, they were outside walking. But it was a little ridiculous when, you know, people that were like 40 or 50 played it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just nice that there's like a niche audience for it now, and they've added a lot to the game. So if you haven't played in a while, check it out.
What? 4th generation came out 2 months ago.
I haven't played in like a year and a half, 2 years. I've had the app on there, and I pull it up every once in a while when I'm in a new spot in case there's like crazy stuff. But I mean, there's like 2 Pokestops I can walk to from my apartment in like 30 seconds, and so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it helps you get out and everything too. I mean, definitely get out. And like we were saying, I mean, we grow up, man. And for if there are any younger viewers out there, enjoy it while you can, because there's not a lot of time to do stuff when you're older.
True.
I mean, you really gotta time.
You gotta make time for fun, which is kind of sad. That's why this podcast is fun, because it's a time to get together and talk about stuff and have fun. And then, if hopefully we get enough of a fan base, it'll encourage us to go out and do more things, like play more games to review them, movies, go see shows with bands, or eat snacks. It keeps us young.
Always.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Say no to growing up a little bit.
It's good to be responsible, but
be responsible.
There's a balance, and at certain times of the month when bills are due, you gotta
do what you gotta do.
You gotta forego that extra game or snack or movie or whatever. But that's beside the point. This is supposed to be fun. Let's not.
No, sometimes we gotta be serious and we gotta lay down the truth. But yes, it's supposed to be fun. I'm sorry for bringing that up, but
yeah,
we care.
Yeah,
we care. I mean, there's like people. Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways, I'm sorry about that.
What haven't we talked about? We talked about tech. We talked about movies. We did our snack review. We
so good.
Talked about
what we were talking about. We were just talking about growing up.
Growing up video games. Yeah.
Stuff. Other stuff we like, because I mean.
We didn't talk about music at all. What's like your new thing that you're into musically?
Musically, I don't know. I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of lo-fi hip hop because I like to vibe and chill.
You like to vibe and like have it on in the background while you're doing other stuff?
That too. But I mean, I just like the old sound that they put, like that kind of vinyl crackle that you hear on top of him.
You can't see it, but I've got a record player over here. I love vinyl.
Oh yeah, he's got tons of vinyl. We're at Reid's place, by the way.
The cool thing about vinyl for people that are like our age or younger is they still make stuff on vinyl, like new albums. It's kind of cheesy to get like the newest Taylor Swift on vinyl, but some of these like, lesser known bands, it's kind of fun to get their stuff on vinyl, like pop punk bands or new like hip hop stuff. And then if you have like grandparents or parents, or aunts, uncles, they like to give you their old vinyl, so you can like experience a lot of music from like the older generation, because they just, like my parents got a iPod several years ago and a Mac, and ever since they've been downloading music because they're hip and it's really not that hard. I showed them how to do it, so they're impressed with being able to click a button and just have the stuff automatically play without having to mess with the record. So in turn, I get all their old records, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, I've got stuff like, I've got Simon & Garfunkel and Beatles and all old stuff from that generation. But then I've got a bunch of new stuff too, because I don't want to like forget about that. I've got Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar on vinyl. I've got The Wonder Years and State Champs, some pop punk stuff. I'm going to Sad Summer Fest. Too bad the Wonder Years aren't going to be there. Only on the East Coast.
I'm going to be working, probably.
Yeah. Well, I got the day off already, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I really need to take some time off from work, but, I mean...
There's a balance, like we said, and we'll
figure it out. I mean, this is still new. Still figuring things out.
If you encourage us to do more, we'll do more.
And we'll talk about more.
And we'll talk about it more.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, hopefully you like what we have to say, our insight on things. Hopefully it wasn't like a super funny episode this time, I don't think, but it was interesting. It depends what we're talking about, whether I can like joke a ton, but hopefully we're charismatic and you like us. Because I enjoy podcasting.
This was cool.
I enjoy talking about stuff and, snacks and music and movies, and you know, somebody that has similar interests, it's cool to talk to them about stuff.
And I mean, we're thinking about like definitely some people we know. We might ask them if they want to come on, you know, sometime in the future.
It's cool to get like another person's perspective, and like if you add another person, there's another dynamic, and
you just talk to them about like stuff they like too, and maybe they can
yeah,
play with you. And like we said, if you like, definitely send suggestions of stuff
like
to talk
when
about.
Avengers comes out, maybe we'll get a couple more people on here to really talk about it, because that's a big thing. It's a big summer blockbuster.
Definitely. I mean, that's coming up too from when we're filming it right now. 2 weeks.
I guess. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So.
But yeah, I don't know if you. I don't think he ended up in the shot, but I do have a cat that's going to be running around, so maybe you'll see him. Hopefully the apartment doesn't smell because of him. We got him new food the other day. If anybody has any insight on that. We tried to mix in his old stuff, but apparently the big thing is you're supposed to get stuff where the first ingredient is a meat, whether it's like chicken or salmon or whatever, and not cornmeal or some sort of byproduct. So we got him the Rachel Ray stuff, and it definitely smells more like rustic, I guess. I don't know what you'd say, but earthy. So
that might have been what I smelled when I came in.
He's trying to get used to that. Hopefully we can transition him all the way, because it is healthier, and we care about the little guy. He's fun. He has an Instagram. It's Turbograms, just like it sounds. Turbograms on Instagram. Check him out. I know a lot of people that, you know, we know follow him already, but hopefully we get new followers, especially if we throw this up on YouTube. So check him out. He's got tons of followers. We'll post our socials in the description of the video. And I don't think we have a whole lot else to...
I mean, this is the first episode. I don't expect us to talk too much about stuff. I mean...
Not a whole lot has happened recently. Like, we haven't gone to movies or done a whole lot.
It's just been a very busy time for
Not a whole
us.
lot of, like, stuff in the news. It's like, we don't really want to touch on politics, because that's a touchy area, but, like... I mean, we did talk about, like, tech news and stuff, but it's kind of a lull for that, too, because it's kind of...
There hasn't really been anything too crazy right now.
The new AirPods came out.
Yeah, that's right, they did.
I don't really care about that. I think I like more subtle headphones, and like, you know when somebody has AirPods. Not only because they like to tell you that they have AirPods, but but they're white and they extend further down and they look like AirPods. So, but it's cool that they're wireless finally. The charging case. Apple officially killed off AirPower, which was supposed to be a wireless charging like pad that they were gonna make. So you could just throw your phone, your watch, your AirPods down and just charge them super easy. But I guess they wanted to make it seamless, where you could like sit it down anywhere on the pad. And because of that, they had too many coils in there, and they had a problem with heat.
Makes sense.
It does. So then they're like, instead of doing it differently, we're just gonna scrap it all together. So yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about.
I mean, can't really think of a whole lot. We'll try and think of more stuff, and of course, if you like one segment more than the other, one, I don't really guess they're not super structured, but one topic we focus on more, we can expand it. Just let us know. This is still new.
Yeah, I don't know. If you want us to talk about some movie, put it below. Some anime.
If you want our thoughts on
games,
anything, feel free to comment.
Got snacks we should try? Put it below.
Give us ideas on snacks, or, you know, at some point, if we get enough followers and you really want to send us snacks, we'll open up a P.O. box. I don't know. That'd be cool.
I'd enjoy it. So.
Yeah, snacks on deck. But yeah, this has been Two Bros, One Show. We'll put it in the description below, but the number 2, bros, underscore. You know what an underscore is? It's like a dash, but lower. Some people don't know.
I know.
Two bros, underscore, one show. One show. And that's on Instagram and Twitter. And our email's like way too long. We'll throw it in the description below. It's Two Bros, One Show all spelled out, and then the numbers 970. I don't know if you've created any accounts recently. Everybody's had their Instagram and Twitter for a while now, especially their Gmail, but a lot of stuff's taken. And then what they suggest isn't always like the most relevant. So, whatever, we did what we could. And yeah, this has been Two Bros, One Show. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah! Is that how you want to do it?